If you want to build wealth, start by changing how you think. Most people don't train their minds, they just react to life. But millionaires build their minds with purpose and discipline every single day. I used to believe working harder was the answer, but I learned something important. Formal education helps you earn a living, but self-education helps you build a fortune. Everything starts as a thought. Your phone, your car, every business, they all began as ideas. So if you want to change your income, change your thoughts. Think bigger. Most people fail because they aim too low, not too high. They're afraid to think big or believe they deserve more. Millionaires think long term. They don't ask, how do I survive this month? They ask, how do I build a legacy? You need to stretch your mind and believe you can do more, be more, and earn more. Build discipline. Success isn't about wishful thinking, it's about mental discipline. Discipline means doing what you should do when you should do it, whether you feel like it or not. Millionaires don't wait for motivation. They train their minds daily through reading, planning, and reflection. It's not hard to do these things, but it's easy not to do them. Start today. You can't change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction today. Catch your negative thoughts and replace them. Challenge your small thinking and expand it. Work harder on yourself than on your job. The more powerful your mind becomes, the easier everything else gets. Daily habits that matter. Success comes from simple disciplines practiced every day. Morning routine. Start with intention, not your phone. Begin with reflection and clarity. Read daily. Even 10 pages a day equals 3,650 pages a year. Feed your mind like you feed your body. Write, keep a journal. Write down your goals, lessons, and gratitude. Writing helps you slow down and control your thoughts. The secret is consistency. Small steps every day lead to big results over time. Success isn't just something out there, it's something you track. Reflect every day and ask yourself, what did I learn today? How did I grow today? What can I do better tomorrow? You don't need perfection. You need awareness. Don't try to do everything at once. Start with one habit, master it, then build on it. Remember, what's easy to do is also easy not to do. It's easy to skip reading, forget your journal, or go to bed without reflecting. That's how people miss their future, not in one big moment, but in small daily decisions. The good news? You can reverse this today by building millionaire habits, one page, one note, one reflection at a time. Create your day, don't just respond to it. Millionaires don't just respond to life, they create it. They don't hope the day goes well, they decide how it will go. Don't start your day until you've finished it on paper. Have goals and priorities. Even if you don't follow them perfectly, your mind will know you're serious. You're not drifting, you're leading. When leaders show up with clear habits, they attract wealth, opportunities, ideas, and people. Success isn't about being busy. It's about being aligned with your vision, values, and habits. Train your mind by shaping your routines. That's how you become someone who doesn't wish for success. You expect it. The big takeaway: you don't need to do something spectacular today. You just need to start doing the right things consistently. We all face one of two pains: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Choose discipline. Choose habits. Choose the daily process that makes you mentally rich before you're financially rich. Protect your mind. Stand guard at the door of your mind. Let that sink in. Stand guard like a watchman who cares deeply about what gets in. Your mind is your most valuable asset, not your bank account, car, or job. Your mind is where wealth begins, where confidence is born, where success is decided. But your mind is also vulnerable to doubt, fear, gossip, and distraction. Unless you stand guard, negativity will sneak in without asking for permission. I'll simplify this continuation for you in English. Negativity sneaks in. Negativity rarely shows up, obviously. It whispers. It disguises itself as humor, sarcasm, or being realistic. It says things like, "Be realistic. People like us can't do that." That's not how the world works. It's in the news, conversations, social media scrolling, and constant complaining. If you're not careful, you'll start repeating it and believing it. Then you limit your life, not because of facts, but because of bad input. Your mind is a garden. Think of your mind as a garden. You're either planting seeds of strength or letting weeds of weakness grow. Every day you must pull the weeds. If you don't, they spread. In an unguarded mind, negativity multiplies. Fear grows. Doubt takes root. Excuses flourish. Fight back by choosing what you allow in. Stand guard. You are your circle. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This is true whether you believe it or not. Spend time with pessimists. You'll start doubting everything. Spend time with complainers. You'll start blaming everything. Spend time with small thinkers. You'll think small. But spend time with people who dream big, act boldly, and seek possibility, and you'll rise. Choose your circle. Choose your influence. Choose who has access to your mind. That's not selfish. That's smart. What are you feeding your mind? You consume and absorb constantly, but ask yourself, do you follow pages that inspire or drain? Do you consume content that educates or just entertains? What you allow in shapes what comes out. Some people wonder why they're anxious, distracted, or discouraged. It's simple. They've let negativity rent space in their mind for free. Cut it off. Mute it, unfollow it, unplug when necessary. Millionaires don't just train their minds, they protect them. Build a mental fortress. Have a daily filter. Ask, is this thought helping or hurting? Design your environment. Choose the right books, podcasts, people, and places. Practice stillness through meditation, prayer, or reflection. Eliminate gossip, drama, and noise. You don't need more information. You need better input and stronger boundaries. Wealth begins where peace lives, and peace lives in a protected mind. Use negativity. Don't dwell on it. We don't pretend the world is perfect. It's not. But millionaires use negativity differently. They learn from it. They rise because of it. Turn criticism into focus. Turn rejection into redirection. Turn setbacks into setups. It's not what happens that determines your life. It's what you do about what happens. The question: who's standing guard at the door of your mind? I'll simplify this continuation for you in English. You must guard your own mind. Someone needs to stand guard. Someone has to say, no, that thought doesn't belong here. No, I don't accept that limitation. No, I choose to think higher. That someone is you. You train your mind by what you allow and what you reject. You become strong by what you say no to, not just what you say yes to. Think long term. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. Think about it. 10 years, a decade. Not a quick fix or overnight change, but a lifetime of steady progress. Millionaires know that success doesn't happen by accident, it happens by design. That design begins in your mind, but you have to program your mind to see beyond the short term. Train your thinking to go farther than the weekend, deeper than the next paycheck, higher than the next applause. Millionaires think in decades. Unsuccessful people think in days. Which one are you becoming? The problem with short-term thinking: most people want results fast, transformation now, money with no patience, fitness with no discipline, a dream life with no long-term vision. But you can't microwave success. You build it one layer at a time. Short-term thinkers get excited, then quit. They start strong, then disappear. They watch the clock instead of the calendar. If you want to live like few do, you have to think like very few ever will. How millionaires think. They think in decades, plan in years, work in months, act in days, master their hours. They're not in a rush, but they're not lazy either. They've trained their minds to delay gratification, resist instant success. Trust the process over the hype, the powerful daily question. Ask yourself every morning, what can I do today that will still matter in 10 years? This question changes everything. It makes you think differently, speak differently, and work differently. Suddenly, you're building a legacy, not just chasing results. The principle of compounding. Small disciplines repeated with consistency lead to great achievements gained slowly over time. This principle applies to money mindset habits, knowledge, reputation. Think of a tree. You plant the seed, water it, and protect it. For a while it looks like nothing is happening. Then one day that little seed becomes a "don't kill your seeds" mighty tree. But if you keep digging it up to check if it's growing, you'll kill the seed before it can sprout. That's what most people do with their dreams. They stop, doubt, compare, and quit because they're not thinking long term. Delete old programming. Install new old programming says, "I need it now. If it doesn't work in a week, it's not for me. I tried once and it didn't work." New programming says, "I'm playing the long game. Slow success is still success. Every day I show up, I win." It's not easy, but it's necessary. The world pushes you toward urgency, now, fast, quick wins. But your mind needs to rise above and say, "I'm not chasing quick, I'm building great, and great takes time." Write your 10-year vision. Turn off the noise and write down your 10-year vision. Where do you want to be? What do you want to become? What do you want to have, create, and give? If your goals don't stretch your imagination, they won't stretch your effort. The purpose of a goal isn't just to get it. The purpose is to become the kind of person who deserves it. The real problem. Most people don't have a strategy problem. They have a patience problem. They plant seeds and expect fruit the next morning. When it doesn't happen, they walk away. But you're different. You're programming your mind to stick with the vision. Believe in the future. Trust the quiet work. Millionaires build empires by doing ordinary things with extraordinary consistency over long periods of time. Short-term thinking produces short-term results. Long-term thinking produces lasting transformation. The question isn't, "How fast can I succeed?" It's, "How long am I willing to keep going?" If you can think in decades, you'll live with purpose, move with power, and build a life that inspires others long after you're gone. Success is something you attract. Success is not something you pursue. What you pursue eludes you. Success is something you attract by the person you become. People spend their whole lives chasing the promotion, the money, the lifestyle. But here's the truth. You don't get rich by pursuit alone. You get rich by preparation, growth, and becoming someone who naturally attracts success. The better questions. Don't ask, "How do I make more money?" Ask, "How do I become the kind of person who earns more money naturally, consistently, and with integrity?" When you become more valuable, you earn more. It's that simple. Build the roots, not just the rewards. People want the rewards without the roots. But if you get wealth before you're ready for it, it becomes a curse. That's why lottery winners often lose everything in 5 years. Their bank account changed, but their mindset didn't. If someone hands you $1 million, you better become a millionaire quickly so you can keep it. The goal isn't the money, the goal is becoming the kind of person who knows what to do with it, who can multiply it, manage it, and stay humble and disciplined. Who must you become? Most people ask, what do I do to get wealthy? Better question, who must I become to deserve wealth? Become someone who shows up on time every day, reads, learns, and applies knowledge, says no to distraction and yes to discipline, works hard in silence and lets results speak, earns trust slowly day by day. You don't get rich by accident, you grow into it, your internal economy. You have an external economy, your job, income, and savings, but you also have an internal economy, your mindset, attitude, vision, and emotional control. Work harder on yourself than on your job, and your job will improve. Work harder on your character, and your income will reflect it. When you raise your value, the market will reward you, not immediately, but inevitably. Your income can't exceed your development. Your income will never exceed your level of personal development. Your wealth can't grow if you don't grow. If your habits stay small, your life stays small. If your thinking stays limited, your future stays limited. Want to change your results? Change your identity. Want to earn like a millionaire?